Okay, it's recording now. I just did this whole thing and I had made sure that it was recording and then it wasn't recording. I'm gonna check again. Okay, still says it's recording. Technology is just not my friend today. I don't know what's going on, but hello, happy Vlogmas. Day 17. Just not my day. I know that the last few episodes have been a little bit short because I've gotten home from work and I've just been not really in the mood to talk to a camera. Man, I don't even know where to start because I just did all this and I already talked for 30 minutes only to find out that it didn't even save. Okay. Let's just go into... I finished my socks. They don't fit me. These are the Yarnosaurus Fibers sock set that I purchased in Utah. And by the time I finished the second afterthought heel on the second sock, I had this much of the contrast color left. And it was just enough to Kitchener and then weave in. So I'm glad I didn't do a bigger size because I would have had to do more rounds on the toe for decreases and more rounds on the heel for decreases. And I'm glad I didn't make the cuffs longer because I normally do 10, but I did 15 this time and I was really debating whether or not to do 20 rounds. But I just stuck with 15 because I like the length of it. I'm like, okay, it's fine. But it ended up being just the right amount for these. And they don't fit me, so I'm gifting them to someone. But they will really enjoy them. And of that main speckly bright color of the Yarnosaurus yarns, I still have this much. It's 66 grams left over. So I definitely have enough to make another pair that will fit me this time. And I'm holding it in my Knit Soiree Baby Yoda bag that I purchased off of their Etsy shop of Knit Soiree. Really well made, really nice. Feels like it has either foam stabilizer or like quilting batting. So it's nice and plush and squishy, but it definitely holds its shape without feeling crunchy. I cast it on. I started a new sock. Last night I did the cuff, and then today I did I had some graph paper on my desk at work today, and I just kind of doodled a little bit of a motif, and I just put it in the sock pattern, and then I did my normal lice stitch. I already put in for the heel. So I will probably be working on this more a little bit tomorrow. These are for my sister, and this is in my own hand-dyed yarn. The purple is Spellbound, And not the red, but the main color is Christmas time from me. The red is just red, ruby, whatever you want to call it. But they are my sock sets that I had dyed up. So I decided to knit a sample, but also gift it to someone for Christmas. I'm going to check again to make sure it's still recording. Okay, God, still says it's recording, so I'm like really nervous that it's not going to stop recording again because I've already been doing this for so long and I'm really tired and I want to go to bed. Okay. There was a little contest at work today that I didn't know about. I just wore this sweater just because it's for most people, it was the last day before winter break for work, or they were taking vacation next week. So I wore this just to be festive, but then I found out there was a competition going on for holiday sweaters, ugly or otherwise. And it was a Zoom meeting, and my coworker's just like, you need to go on. I'm like, oh, did I need to be on that? I thought it was like voluntary. And he said, it is voluntary, but you've been nominated. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I go on and I talk about my sweater a little bit. I'm like, I got it at Target. They have a really good selection of ugly Christmas sweaters. I got it 2 years ago. The sleeves are nice and fuzzy, and it keeps me warm. And it's just it's ridiculous, but yeah. And then they did like a little poll of the 100 people that were on the Zoom call, and I won. And after they had announced that I had won, I'm just like, oh, thank you so much. And I logged off the Zoom, and I was messaging my coworker. I'm just like, did I win anything, or was that just like a impromptu, like ugly Christmas sweater, like competition? And he sent me exactly what it was that they had listed on the invite that I didn't read. And it just says, winner of the the Christmas holiday sweater contest just gets bragging rights for having the best holiday sweater. I'm like, okay, that's cool. But apparently I have the best holiday sweater. So at least I have that going for me. Okay. So I have many gifts that I'm planning to get done and finished, but I casted something on for myself, and it was very unnecessary. I didn't need to do it, but I like had to do it. So I cast on the Comeback cardigan by Susanna Winter. And it's a cabled cardigan that's made from like an Aran weight or a heavy worsted. And I'm using the yarn that I had gotten from Oliver Charles. And they still haven't responded to me when I messaged them on via Instagram, just to see if they had any more available to purchase, because this yarn is just fabulous. It is a merino yak silk blend. It's phenomenal. But here it is started. This is total cheeky cast on. I did not need to. I probably shouldn't have been casting anything on, because yeah, I have other things that I need to be finishing, need to be doing for Christmas, and then I'm just like, I'm just gonna cast this on. I'm gonna do it. So I did. And Let me show you the full, what it's going to end up looking like. I'm sorry if the video quality or the quality of picture is not very good. My printer is not very good. But yeah, I'm really, really enjoying it. There's a lot of purling, but I don't really mind purling anymore. So it's not that big of a deal. Okay. What else? Now I'm like, no, I already talked about that, but I have to re-talk about everything because the stupid thing didn't record. Let's do Advent, and then I'll show you guys a gift that my sister got me for Christmas, because they're going to be in England. I know, I've already seen it because I already thought I was recording this, so I'm not going to be like, oh my gosh, so cute. But it is. Day 17. It's this really, really nice subtle blues, speckled with some purple and a little bit of gray. I think next year I want to do a sparkle base. That would be really pretty. But I have plans for my Advent. I am going to make the festive sweater cardigan from Skandir Knits, Ellie. Just today I watched her podcast from like 6 days ago because I just finished catching up on everyone's Vlogmas. Thank the Lord, I was so behind and I felt like really pressured to make sure that I finished them all and got caught up before like I could actually do my own Vlogmas, which was stupid. But I'm all caught up. And then I saw just regular podcast episodes that I hadn't watched yet because I was just kind of really wanting to catch up on Vlogmas first, and then go back and watch the my regular podcast episodes for those that are not doing Vlogmas. But Skandir, Ellie, her podcast came up. I watched it because I knew that had something to do with the new sweater pattern that she had just released. And so I'm watching it. I'm just like, okay, this is really good. And then she had said that she wasn't going to actually release the pattern until next year. And I'm like, no, this is what I chose. I found it on Ravelry and I was literally scrolling for hours trying to find something that I could use all my mini skeins and my main skein. And I wanted an all over colorwork design that I would really like. So when I found it, I'm like, save to favorites. This is what I'm doing. I'll purchase it once I'm ready to cast on. And I'm just like, oh my God, it's not actually available. Then she had said that she's like, no, I want to do it. I'm going to do it. But I'm going to make it into a knit along, and I'm only going to have it available for those who want to participate in the knit along right now and start the sweater until January 1st, and she was going to take the pattern down. But those who already purchased it can participate. So it's really exciting. I'm planning on participating in that. But it was such a relief to hear that she was giving until the end of the year. But immediately I went on Ravelry, I purchased it, and I read through the pattern, and I saw that she had 20 different motifs to use, to input here and there in her pattern. And I was hoping that she had like 24 for the mini skeins. But 20 will work fine. I'll only have to repeat a few of the motifs. So it'll look like it's not like the same thing over and over again. It'll literally look like it's all different, which is perfect and great, and I'm really happy about that. So yeah, I am stoked. Man, I was having this yawning problem. I'm gonna check again. Okay, still says it's recording. I know this is gonna be really annoying that I keep checking, but it was really annoying to see that it didn't save and did not record. So yes, Ellie from Scandier Knits, her festive sweater KAL cardigan is what I'm making, and it's a steeked one. I am going to be steeking for the first time, and it's going to be awesome. But that's going to be something that I will cast on for Christmas. So I should probably start winding at least the first 5 mini skeins into balls and just keep it in the bags. So I can, because I want to keep them in order. Okay. I already talked about the comeback cardigan. I already talked about the socks, the ones that I started and the one that I'm planning to do. Okay. Now I'm going to talk about the gift that my sister got me, because they won't be here for Christmas. They are going to be in England. That is where her husband's family lives. So they're spending Christmas over there this year. And, well, fingers crossed, there's a lot of testing and things having to be done before traveling anywhere nowadays. So fingers crossed they get the okay to fly tomorrow. But let me show you. She put together this little gift basket crate, and I love the crate. I'm planning on actually staining it and using it for yarn pictures and kits and things like that. So, but she gave me a little champagne flute and then 3 different types of sparkling wine, and this is a candle that smells like cider and clove. It's really so nice, really good smelling. And then this mug, it's super cute, and there's a little bumblebee on the back and a fox, and it says Holly Jolly Vibes. I love holiday mugs, and I love this type of mug, which it's like a bowl. The only thing is I have too many mugs already. But once we move, I'll have more space to put my mugs. Okay. I feel like I had to like literally power through all of that. And it's only been 15 minutes, I think, since I started actually recording. So I'm going to leave it here because I'm really tired and I want to go to bed. So have a great night. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Get knitting done. Panic knit gifts, because that's what I'm going to be doing. And I will talk to y'all tomorrow. We're decorating the Christmas tree at my in-laws' house, and I'll get some footage of that. Okay. Have a good night. Bye.